Your chances of having a car-deer collision this time of year increases drastically, dramatically. So AAA Northeast has a new warning for travelers to take some extra caution when driving. And News Channel 2's Kirk Tupai tells us why it pays to be particularly alert in Oneida County.
It only takes a second, and before you know it, you've struck a deer. Oneida County ranks among the highest in the country for car-deer collisions. AAA tells us the months of October through December are the peak months for deer crashes. Mark Mercurio, the owner of Mercurio's Auto Repair and Collision, talked about the cost of colliding with a deer.
We probably had like 4 weeks without deer hits. That's how many deer hits we run into. And I would say most deer hits you're running probably $2,000 on the low side, up into the sixes, depending how big the deer is and how fast you're going. So they're, as long as nobody gets hurt, we love fixing deer hits. That's one of our favorite things.
The owner of this Subaru had a deer come and hit the windshield, and it even impacted the roof. It's going to cost them between $3,000 and $4,000 to have fixed, but an impact with a deer can be more than financial.
It's the cost of the life of the animal, certainly the cost of what happens to your car, psychological cost of the person driving the car, the passenger of the car being subjected to hitting the deer, and the aftermath of that. And then, of course, we have to get your car fixed.
AAA is advising people to follow the speed limits so you'll have a better chance to respond to a crash. Scan the shoulders of the road for deer and be particularly alert during the hours of dawn to dusk. Ed Welsh leaves us with one last piece of advice, and it might sound a little crazy.
Our best advice is really to grab a hold of the steering wheel and literally stay in your lane. It's almost an unnatural act to want to do that. But that is actually the safest thing you can do.
If you should happen to hit a deer, pull off to the shoulder of the road as soon as it's safe. Call 911 and do not attempt to approach the deer. In Utica, I'm Kirk Tupai reporting for News Channel 2.